Hey everybody, it's Daniel here for Mobile Syrup, and today we have the Nokia Lumia 710 for Rogers, and this is Rogers' first Windows Phone Mango native phone and Nokia's first Windows Phone released in Canada, and it heralds a new era for Nokia and definitely an exciting time. This is the mid-range device, so certainly not up to par with the high-end Lumia 800 and 900 devices. The Lumia 800 will be coming to TELUS soon, and the Lumia 900 has been announced, not officially, but unofficially, to come to Rogers. So let's take a look at the hardware and the software and see how this device stacks up to the competition. So the first thing you'll notice is that this is not the visual equivalent of the beautiful and polycarbonate single-piece plastic Nokia Lumia 800. This is a little bit more mainstream looking, though it does have its own aspects of beauty that we will go over in a moment. You can see there's a 3.7-inch TFT capacitive touchscreen. This is not an AMOLED like the Lumia 800, but it does use the same clear black technology, so you can see the screen when off is quite black, and when turned on the contrast is excellent. So we'll go over that in just a moment, but this is definitely one of the highest contrast non-AMOLED screens that I've used. On the bottom there are three hardware buttons. There's back, Windows, and search. These are required for all Windows phones. They're a little bit hard to press. Hopefully they give in time, but right now pressing the home button, which is what you'll be doing most often, is a little bit difficult. On the top is a head speaker. There's no front-facing camera on this particular model. Turning the device to the right, you can see a nice delineated volume rocker, a camera shutter for the 5 megapixel back camera. On the left hand side there's nothing but a little hook for the battery cover, and on the bottom we have a little lanyard holder here, so you can tuck something in there and use a strap if you want to tie it around your wrists, for example. On the top we have a micro USB port, which is exposed, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a power button. On the back of the device, which is quite nice, it's matte, and these back covers are replaceable with multiple colors, is a 5 megapixel camera, non-Carl Zeiss sensor or lens. There's a microphone and a flash, the Nokia logo here, and a nicely bezeled speaker grill. So we open it up on the side, and you can see exposed is a 1300 milliamp hour battery, and underneath is actually a micro SIM card. So Nokia has moved beyond the regular SIM for all of their devices, it would seem, and if you've used an iPhone 4 or 4S, you know exactly how that works. So let's turn it on. This is running Windows Phone Mango, and you can see it's really responsive. There's a 1.4 gigahertz single-core Snapdragon processor in here, 512 megs of RAM. There is 8 gigabytes of internal storage, and everything seems to run really smoothly. Rogers has pre-installed some applications. We have app highlights, ringbacks, My Account, and Your Music, which is the music store. You also have access to the Zune Pass, which you can access through the marketplace. So if you want to start using it, you just have to sign up. It's $9.99 a month, and you get unlimited streaming for the entire collection. Google support is quite good with ActiveSync, but Windows Live support is even better. Everything is push enabled, but the notification system on here, while it's good, is not as robust as Android or iPhone. When you get a text or a push notification from a application, it shows up at the top here for a moment and then disappears. If you miss it, your only indication will be either on one of these live tiles, which you'll see a 1 there, notifying that I have one unread email, or if you go to the lock screen, you can see a little icon there indicating that you have one missed email. You'll notice that it takes a second or so to turn the screen on. That's a little bit of a concern and something I didn't find in the Nokia Lumia 800. Nevertheless, everything has been really responsive. Note that you can uninstall any applications, even ones that have been pre-installed by the carrier or the manufacturer, unlike an Android. And there are an increasing number of quality applications available in the marketplace. If you want to take a look at some of the Nokia first-party applications, you can go no further than Nokia Maps and Nokia Drive. These are both exclusive to the Nokia Lumia devices right now, and Nokia Drive supports turn-by-turn navigation, and you can purchase you can download multiple areas in case you want to set different destinations. So in case I want to go to, for example, Alberta, I just have to open up Manage Maps, go to America, Canada, and then download the new Alberta app, the new Alberta map list. It'll be around 33 megabytes. Ontario was a little bit more at 92 megabytes, but nevertheless, the UI is really, really nice, and this is free for everybody. So for the very low price that you can purchase this device outright, it's around $255 outright. You're getting an A+ excellent free turn-by-turn navigation and map system. So you can see here, if you want to move along, you can zoom out, you can zoom in. It goes along one axis, so you can't actually turn it like you can in the Google Maps, but it definitely does a great job. And once you have interacted with it, if you want to go back to the Drive version, you just press the back button and it re-enables Drive for you. So that's that. The keyboard on Windows Phone is definitely one of the best that I've used. It supports multi-touch, but also has an excellent autocorrect system. It's really, really smooth and never slows down, unlike some Android keyboards. So this is probably my favorite keyboard next to the iOS keyboard, and even then it may surpass it in some respects. Other Windows Phone features that are notable: the ability to interact with Facebook and Twitter straight from your People Hub. So if you go into What's New, you can actually set it to show streams, updates from your different streams. It's Windows Live, Twitter, and Facebook. You can sync your Facebook account and share directly to your Facebook or Twitter accounts, just like that. And you can also see your different contacts over there. So really convenient and easy to use and easy to integrate. The browser is a little bit slower than what we're used to in an Android or iOS system. That's just because this is a single core processor, but it certainly does a great job. There's no particular slowdown, and I found that this is a lot faster than the first generation of Windows phones even. So the original LG Optimus 7, the Samsung Focus, this is all definitely much faster. Obviously no flash support, but that's to be expected for a Windows Phone device. Now, if you're a little bit apprehensive to purchase a Windows Phone right now, just keep in mind that one of the killer features is the ability to open the camera from anywhere in the OS, and the camera is a fantastic feature. Even though the 5 megapixel camera may not seem like a lot, It takes excellent photos on the Lumia 710, so if you want to share it, for example, you can share it directly to Facebook, Google, and whatever apps support it. And you can also fix it, so you can do autofix, and it will determine whether the exposure needs to be increased or whether something needs to change. So you can undo that as well. And if you want to share it directly with an app, for example, if I want to share this on Reddit, I can use the apps feature and go right into there. Another thing that might be of note is with Windows Mango, you can hold down the back button to go back and forth between multitask apps. So most apps have been updated to support this multitasking feature. Some haven't, but if you exit an app, sometimes and you go right back into it, sometimes it'll restart. If you use the back button and go back into the app, it will resume from where you left off. That's just something to keep in mind. Comparing the iPhone 4S to the Lumia 710, you can see they're similar sizes. The 3.7-inch screen is a little bit larger than the 3.5-inch in the iPhone 4S, but in terms of height, they're quite similar. The iPhone is a little bit thinner. It's actually quite a lot thinner if you look at it from this way, but the Nokia has a kind of curved in side that makes it seem a little bit thinner when you're holding it and easier to hold. The backing is extremely comfortable as opposed to kind of the angular industrial metal design here. So if you want to kind of keep that in mind, it's definitely something of an advantage. The disadvantage is that the screen resolution on the Lumia 710 is only 800 by 480, but that's currently a Windows Phone limitation, not necessarily a Nokia limitation. If you're looking for an excellent mid-range or entry-level smartphone, I would say this is one of the best options for you right now. Windows Phone is taking off extremely quickly. It's got a lot of potential, and if you're worried about the apps, there are tons of apps, your favorite apps, Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, Evernote, they're all here, and they're all very capable. So this has been the Lumia 710, available for Rogers, and my name is Daniel. Thanks so much for watching.